हमारे देश में की बात करो या पूरे वर्ल्ड ओवर लोग बहुत क्रिएटिव हैं, टैक्स एडवाइजर्स बहुत क्रिएटिव हैं। तो कई बारी गवर्नमेंट्स कोई टैक्स सिस्टम लेकर आती हैं उस क्रिएटिविटी को बंद करने के लिए, लेकिन वो कुछ और रास्ता निकाल लेते हैं टैक्स को बचाने का। फिर गवर्नमेंट्स उसके लिए नया रास्ता लेकर आती है, तो वो जो पेजेस हैं वो एड अप होते जाते हैं।
करेक्ट।
हर एक इंडिविजुअल, हर एक टैक्स पेयर के हाथ में एक चॉइस है कि आप अपने टैक्स सिस्टम को, आप अपने पर्सनल फाइनेंस को, आप अपनी इन्वेस्टिंग को कितना क्लीन और क्लियर रख सकते हो।
Everyone, I'm Jitendra Singh, banker turned entrepreneur and author of the book Perfect Mastering the Art of Selling. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs and more. Today I have with me Mr. Abhishek Aneja. He is a chartered accountant and works in the domain of finance and taxation. He is a lifelong learner and has completed multiple qualification and certification courses from Indian and foreign educational institutions. He is a regular contributor to leading Indian and international news and media publications such as moneycontrol.com, Dainik Bhaskar, Hindustan Times, Firstpost, Strait Times of Singapore, Organiser, The Huns India, Bizzbuzz.news, etc. He is on mission to help many families achieve 1 lakh families achieve financial wellness and create long-term wealth by making finance simple for them. He regularly writes blogs and publishes information videos on YouTube and on Instagram on areas like personal finance, money management, corporate finance, investing, and taxation on his website abhishekaneja.com. To make personal finance simple for millennials, he is writing a book on the basis of his experience in dealing with various financial issues faced by them in managing their money and taking important financial decisions in life. He is also very active on social front and associated with Rotary Club, where he has successfully carried out various initiatives on serving society. So today he will be sharing with us his life journey. So let us hear from him. Welcome Abhishek. The platform is open and now over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jitendra, for having me on your show, Read My Story today. It's an honor and privilege to be here.
And we would be honored to have you here, and we would be having wonderful discussion on finance today. So first thing I'd like to know from you is like how your previous life or past life has affected you, like what you wanted to be in your life and what you are today.
So my life had its own twist and turn. I graduated in BCom Honors from Deen Dayal Upadhyay College and Delhi University, and then I charted a different course. I went into advertising and media, and somehow I came back to the study field and did my LLB, and post that I did my chartered accountancy qualification. And after doing my chartered accountancy qualification, I worked with several firms before starting up on my own venture, my own firm. And as a chartered accountant has to always do it, as like you can see the books behind myself. You have to continue, you have to be a continuous learner because there are so many changes in the world of finance and taxation.
Right.
So the bookshelf just gets on adding the new and new books every year.
That's really wonderful. So if I talk about your thoughts when you were growing, so what kind of thoughts you had related to career options in life?
So at different point of time, you are influenced by different decisions, different people, and that is how you decide upon your career. So I was very much influenced by one of the friend of my father who is a chartered accountant. So when I met him, I was deeply impressed by his skills, the way he was handling the things for his clients, and that was the main motivation factor that Mr. C.A. Vijay Sharma is his name, and he's the person instrumental in my life to come to the chartered accountancy as a career. And after working with him for some time, and I started climbing the ladder of chartered accountancy course. So it has different phases, and I was lucky enough to get through all the phases in the first go only, in the first attempt, as many people say.
Great.
Thereafter, a different journey of working with different companies and different firms, different people started.
Correct. And very few people crack CA in first attempt. That is really a wonderful thing. So if I talk about your work and experiences, like how you started your career, what all you did so far.
So I've worked in different domains. I've dealt with many companies in the areas of finance and taxation per se, with very many leading names. And I've handled their finance and tax issues, as well as I've worked with a lot of individuals in their tax planning and advising them on taxation issues so that they can follow the law and comply with it in the best possible manner. And tax is a compliance, so it is the legal duty enforced upon us to fulfill on behalf of the society, on behalf of the country. And
Correct.
it is a very important thing that people do comply with the tax laws and do not do silly mistakes while complying with that.
Right. So that's really wonderful. And if I talk about things you are passionate about in your life, so what are those?
So I'm passionate about, serving the society apart from the career. So I'm associated with Rotary, and I'm leading one of the clubs in Gurgaon, where we are doing small things related to literacy, related to health, which are able to bring out some change in the society. Like if I'll take an example, अभी हमने क्या किया? We went to a government school in the area of Gurgaon, and we saw that the children are being served food in the utensils, but वो जो utensils साफ करने की जगह थी, that was very unhygienic. So we had one of the CSR partner who was ready to sponsor us on that project. So we built up a complete washing area, pantry, a covered zone, a clean zone where children, where the utensils can be clean and children can have their meals in a clean environment.
Right.
So besides that, I've been regularly doing the health checkup camps of in various parts of the Gurgaon, which brings about the awareness about the health. Many people are very casual that many times we do not go to the doctor for a general health checkup. So that helps about being healthy is very important.
Correct. And you rightly pointed out, we always, most people always are casual about their health. Right. That's really wonderful that you are working on social causes apart from your daily routine, busy routine life. So that's wonderful. If I talk about your vision, mission and goal in life for next 5 to 10 years from now, what that should be?
So on the professional front, my goal is to help 1 lakh families to achieve financial wellness. And for that, I'm making finance simple for them. And if you see that the articles that I write, they are written in a manner that a common man can understand who does not have the knowledge of the law.
Right.
Because otherwise, if you see a law book or if you see a textbook that we professionals use, most of the people will not be able to read even a paragraph of that.
Correct.
When we make the finance simple, we tell the people to follow certain finance principles in their life, which can bring about a financial wellness. Which can help them in achieving so many. They can create the wealth, they can accumulate the wealth, and they can protect their wealth with the help of that.
And you rightly pointed out the books related to finance, law are so technical that it is difficult to understand by normal people. I don't understand why these books are so technical. It should be easy to understand, for everybody. These books should be for everybody. So that's wonderful.
You can follow me on YouTube and Instagram.
Yes.
And go through my videos. They will help
Definitely.
you in some way or the other.
Definitely. That's why we have experts in our society who can always help and guide us. So if I talk about the most important life lessons you have learned from your journey, personal and professional both, what is that?
Many times we are casual about managing our finances, and obviously tax comes under that. So people generally get they get a wake up call at the very fag end of the things.
Correct.
If I talk about my professional career and my professional experiences, once the thing has been done, people wake up and then they regret that we could not do the things. Now we will get in we'll get our house in the order and we will start following the things that you say. But again, the year ends and those people are again casual. They came again next year and again the same story repeats.
Correct.
So this is very important that if we follow certain basic things, it can bring about a lot of change in our financial and professional career that can help us to say navigate through so many things like what we have seen in the recent past. COVID happened.
Correct.
So if you were not, if you did not have your house in order, your life will get disturbed with that.
Definitely. And what happens is, I've also noticed this. MSME segment especially, they don't prepare their financials well in advance. Everything happens at the end of the year. So that is a hustle. And
Yes.
that hustle is kind of creating pressure and tension for them, as well as their accounts team, finance team, and also the external chartered accountant they hired for the services. So it is a hassle for everybody.
Absolutely.
So that is really important that we start process from the beginning of the year so that it is easy. So that's really important. So very important question now from you about the tax system in India. Why our tax system is so complicated that it is difficult to understand by normal people?
So tax systems are very complicated because the thoughts of the people also get developed over the time. So the laws become complicated and complicated and complicated. So I'll take an example. Very recently, there was a change in the income tax law and a new regime was talked about.
Right.
That brought in to simplify the tax system and to replace the existing system of having those exemptions and deductions. And so that system was focused upon that you do not have to say do any tax saving, and all the income that you are getting will fall into the different tax brackets with the different tax rates. Again, when we talk about simplicity, simplicity has to mean simplicity. But
Right.
that system in itself added complexity to it.
Correct.
So now you have two things. You have to compare between A and B. Which one is better for you?
Correct.
Moreover, when you compare those things, there is no standard answer to those things. But when you compare the two areas, so the two tax systems, what was actually happening was the earlier tax system was becoming more fruitful for the people, because if they were doing their regular tax savings, if they were claiming their regular tax exemptions, then they were ending up paying the lower tax.
Right.
But in the new system, that if you just come to a new system just to try the new system, you end up paying more tax, which was not the purpose of bringing in that amendment.
Right.
So that was being talked about. I spoke a lot on that issue, and as a result, not many people followed that system. But that still adds a complexity, because when people come, or say at the particularly with the the perspective of the salaried people, at the end of the year, when they go to their tax department, their accounts department, then again they have to see कि हमें क्या benefit हो रहा है, किसमें benefit हो रहा है. They come to the tax advisors, the private accountants, the tax advocates. वो उनसे भी यही exercise दोबारा होती है. So ultimately the time that takes to finalize the returns and do the regular things goes up. So the system is being complicated from different stakeholders. से गवर्नमेंट इज अ स्टेक होल्डर. गवर्नमेंट जब कोई सिंप्लिसिटी लाना चाहती है लेकिन वो कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऐड कर देती है, तो टैक्स सिस्टम कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाता है.
करेक्ट.
हमारे देश में की बात करो या पूरे वर्ल्ड ओवर, लोग बहुत क्रिएटिव हैं, टैक्स एडवाइजर्स बहुत क्रिएटिव हैं. तो कई बारी गवर्नमेंट्स कोई टैक्स सिस्टम लेकर आती हैं उस क्रिएटिविटी को बंद करने के लिए, लेकिन वो कुछ और रास्ता निकाल लेते हैं टैक्स को बचाने का. फिर गवर्नमेंट उसके लिए नया रास्ता लेकर आती है, तो वो जो पेजेस हैं वो एड अप होते जाते हैं.
करेक्ट. तो वो कॉम्प्लेक्स ही बना रहता है सिस्टम, सिंप्लीफाई हो नहीं पाता. करेक्ट.
बट
सो
हर एक इंडिविजुअल, हर एक टैक्स पेयर के हाथ में एक चॉइस है कि आप अपने टैक्स सिस्टम को, आप अपने पर्सनल फाइनेंस को, आप अपनी इन्वेस्टिंग को कितना क्लीन और क्लियर रख सकते हो.
राइट.
तो अगर आपके पास चॉइस है, सबसे पहली चॉइस होती है कि whether you are going to consult a tax expert, tax advisor, chartered accountant or not. This is the first choice that you have to make.
Correct.
Most people do not make that choice. So वो पहले गलती कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद भागते हैं कि अब इस गलती को सुधारा कैसे जाए. और अगर हम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी की बात करते हैं तो बहुत छोटे छोटे एग्जांपल्स हैं जिसमें अगर आप दो चॉइसेस है आपकी। अगर मैं एक सिंपल एक इन्वेस्टिंग की बात करूं, अगर आप डे ट्रेडिंग करते हैं तो वो आपका बिजनेस में आ जाता है।
ओके।
बिजनेस में भी स्पेकुलेटिव में चला जाता है। अगर आप फ्यूचर्स ऑप्शन में डील करते हैं तो आपका नॉर्मल में रहता है, लेकिन उसके अपने कई पैरामीटर्स हैं उस चीज उस इनकम को टैक्स करने के। और आप अगर सिर्फ शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म बेसिस पे इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं तो आपका टैक्सेशन काफी सिंपल है।
ओके, तो शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म की अगर आपने बात करी दी है तो छोटा सा क्वेश्चन इस पे भी, शॉर्ट टर्म की अगर हम बात करें तो वो इंट्राडे में नहीं काउंट होगा?
नहीं।
तो शॉर्ट टर्म मींस मोर देन 1 डे एंड लेस देन 1 ईयर।
You can assume that it is more than 1 day or less than 1 year, but there are a lot of things also to be seen in that case. अगर आप रेगुलरली एक तरह की ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हैं तो अक्सर जब आप अपना असेसमेंट आपका अगर बाय चांस असेसमेंट आपका पिकअप हो जाता है तो टैक्स ऑफिसर की कोशिश ये होती है कि आपको मैक्सिमम टैक्स ब्रैकेट में लेके जाए।
ओके।
उन पॉइंट्स पे लिटिगेशन आता है, तो आप अपना सिंपल रखें, एक सिस्टम फॉलो करें ताकि आपको छोटी छोटी चीजों में फंसना ना पड़े, which you end up paying more taxes.
राइट।
आपको पता है कि आपके बैंक अकाउंट में पैसे पड़े हैं,
हाँ,
ठीक है, और आप उस पे 2-3% का इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हो, which is not even beating the inflation.
Correct.
You are not investing that. That is one of the mistakes. But you are also not saving tax because आप जब end of the year जब जाते हो, आपने जो टैक्स सेविंग के लिए जो नॉर्मल चीजें होती हैं आपने वो भी नहीं करी होती।
True.
तो आप you end up paying more tax whether when you can even save those taxes.
Correct. So जो sections defined है उसके अंडर में तो एटलीस्ट बेनिफिट लेना चाहिए।
Moreover,
Right.
टैक्स सेविंग को एक साइड पे भी रखें। अगर हम फाइनेंशियल वेलनेस की बात करें तो फाइनेंशियल वेलनेस के लिए you need to get insured properly.
Right.
So that is a very basic requirement. You need to get your health insured. You need to get your life insured. These are very basic requirements, but many people are still very casual to that, and they wake up at a very late stage. And at that time when they wake up, जो कॉस्ट होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो चुका होता है कि एक टाइम ऐसा आता है कि वो अनवायबल भी हो जाता है कुछ लोगों के लिए।
ट्रू, दैट्स ट्रू। सो ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, एक क्वेश्चन हमेशा मेरे दिमाग में रहा है कि गाड़ी एक बिजनेस पर्सन भी यूज करता है, गाड़ी एक सैलरीड भी यूज करता है, दोनों की नीड है, बट जो बिजनेस पर्सन है ही इज गेटिंग टैक्स एग्जेम्पशन ऑन द EMIs एज वेल एज द इंश्योरेंस वगैरह ऑल्सो, और कंज्यूमेबल्स वगैरह भी है, वो उसको बिजनेस में एक्सपेंस दिखा देता है। सेम वे एज एन एम्प्लॉय दे ऑल्सो नीड टू यूज कार, और उनके लिए वो लाइबिलिटी है, उनके लिए वो असेट नहीं है।
देखिए, अगर ये एक छोटा सा टैक्स प्लानिंग का भी क्वेश्चन है, अगर मैं इसमें सही तरीके से इसके ऊपर बात करूँ तो अगर आप बिजनेसमैन हैं, अगर आप कोई बिजनेस रन कर रहे हैं, उसकी कुछ कंडीशंस होती हैं। आपको हर कार के लिए बेनिफिट मिल जाए ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है।
Right.
उसकी कुछ कंडीशंस होती हैं। आपका जो भी कार से रिलेटेड टोटल एक्सपेंस होता है या कार आप बिजनेस में कितनी यूज करते हो उस पर डिपेंड करता है। तो जब आप कार बिजनेस के लिए यूज करते हो तो जो बिजनेस से रिलेटेड एक्सपेंसेस हैं वो उस एरिया में फॉल कर जाती है। अगर कार को आप पर्सनल यूज करते हो तो वो बिजनेस में नहीं फॉल करती, उसके लिए आपको टेक्निकली एग्जेम्पशंस या एक्सपेंसेस नहीं मिलने चाहिए।
ओके,
ठीक है। और ये पहले नहीं पता चलता, ये तब पता चलता है जब आपको इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट से नोटिस आता है और आपकी जो इनकम है, आपकी इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न को स्क्रूटनाइज किया जाता है इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट। तो वो आपसे यही सवाल पूछता है जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि आपने बिजनेस के लिए कितना यूज किया है और आपने पर्सनल कितना यूज किया है, और उस समय उन लोगों को उस पर टैक्स भी देना पड़ जाता है। तो सबसे पहली चीज ये है कि अगर आप बिजनेस के लिए या पर्सनल यूज कर रहे हैं तो आप उसके लिए प्रॉपर रिकॉर्ड्स, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन मेंटेन करिए।
ओके।
तो ये जो जनरल क्वेश्चन है कि बिजनेसमैन को बेनिफिट मिल जाता है, नॉर्मल सैलरीड को नहीं मिलता, ये पहले तो ये गलत है।
राइट।
ठीक है। दूसरी चीज, जब आप सैलरीड की बात करते हैं तो सैलरीड में सैलरी टैक्सेशन में एक छोटा सा टर्म है परक्विजिट।
ओके।
तो अगर वही कार आपको कंपनी प्रोवाइड करती है, आप कार को खुद ओन कर सकते हैं या आपको कंपनी कार दे सकती है।
राइट।
तो जब आपको कार कंपनी देती है तो उसमें जो अमाउंट है, परक्विजिट्स में क्या होता है कि जो कंपनी आपको बेनिफिट दे रही है, अगर वो बेनिफिट दे रही है पर्सनल या आप बेनिफिट दे रही है, तो उसको वो इनकम, आपकी इनकम में उस अमाउंट को टैक्स करना पड़ता है। लेकिन अगर आप वो कार बिजनेस अपने ऑफिस के यूज कर रहे हैं, अपने ऑफिस के कामों के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं, तो उसका एक बहुत छोटा सा ही वैल्यू परक्विजिट में ऐड होता है।
ओके।
तो salaried people can actually save tax on that.
Right.
And they do.
Correct. So that's really an interesting one. So moving on to the next one, जैसे we talk about salaried people cannot understand tax system in a easy way. So what are the things that can help them understand the tax system in a easy way and file the returns themselves, or maybe take help of the specialist? So, but for them it should be easy to understand and follow.
So देखो, अगर आपको कोई पेन नहीं लेना टैक्स सेव करने का भी, तो एज पर द सिनेरियो टुडे आप नई टैक्स रिजीम में चले जाओ. उसमें हो सकता है कि आपको टैक्स ज्यादा देना पड़े या टैक्स कम देना पड़े, बट इट विल बी सिंपलर फॉर यू.
Right.
ओके. सेकेंडली, आपकी you need to have a proper organized finance for yourself. You need to note down your say income generating assets, from where, what kind of income are you getting. ठीक है. अब आप अगर बिल्कुल सिंपल चीजें करते हैं तो आपको जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको किसी टैक्स एडवाइजर या एक्सपर्ट के पास जाना पड़े, लेकिन बहुत लोगों को आजकल शौक होता है कि नई नई चीजें ट्राई करने का. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सो बहुत लोगों ने क्रिप्टो में इन्वेस्ट किया, कईयों ने लॉस किया, कईयों ने इनकम करी, लेकिन क्रिप्टो रिलेटेड जो अब नए टैक्सेशन के रूल्स आए हैं उसमें यू एंड अप पेइंग अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. So for the understanding those things, either you need to be a tax expert yourself, or you need to take help of somebody.
Right.
So when you go into the share market, जैसे कि हमने एग्जांपल लिया था कि बहुत लोग ऑप्शंस में इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू कर देते हैं, और प्रॉब्लम तब होती है जब वो लॉस करते हैं.
राइट.
और साथ में क्या, जब आप ऑप्शंस के लिए, ऑप्शंस फ्यूचर्स में आप ट्रेड कर रहे हो, तो उसके लिए इनकम टैक्स एक्ट में स्पेसिफिक प्रोविजंस हैं कि आपको उसकी टर्नओवर डिटरमाइन करना है, आपको उसको ऑडिट करना है, नहीं करना है. तो लोगों को वो पता नहीं होता.
करेक्ट.
सेकेंडली, अगर आपके पास 5 बैंक अकाउंट्स हैं, सो यू नीड टू एनालाइज आपको कितने रखने चाहिए, नहीं रखने चाहिए, आप कोई ऑपरेट कर पा रहे हैं, नहीं कर पा रहे. अगर आपको कहीं से इनकम आ रही है तो आप उसको रिटर्न में डाल शो कर रहे हैं, नहीं कर रहे हैं.
राइट.
लोग नहीं करते, उस चीज को भी नहीं करते. एंड देन जैसे कि हमारा तो दूर है अकाउंट, डोरमेंट अकाउंट है, पता नहीं, हमें तो पता ही नहीं है. सो व्हाई डू यू कीप दैट अकाउंट डोरमेंट? आपने उसमें 2-4 लाख रुपए रख के छोड़ा हुआ है और डोरमेंट हो गया है, आपको पता ही नहीं है. एंड दैट मनी कैन बी यूज्ड समवेयर. दैट मनी कैन बी ऑप्टिमाइज्ड. यू कैन अर्न मोर रिटर्न ऑन दैट बाय इन्वेस्टिंग इन अ डिफरेंट एसेट क्लास. तो देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हिच अ सैलरीड हैज टू सी कि हाँ, हम अगर अपने वी डू दीस थिंग्स, एंड उसमें से बहुत सारी चीजें पब्लिक डोमेन में है. इनकम टैक्स की वेबसाइट पे भी अगर आप जाएंगे तो उसमें भी बहुत सिंप्लीफाइड मैनर में कई चीजें लिखी हुई हैं, बट यू नीड टू टेक टाइम आउट एंड अंडरस्टैंड दोस थिंग्स.
हाँ, सबसे पहली चीज तो ये है कि यू शुड बी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग. वो सबसे बड़ा इशू है आज भी.
तो अब जब से AIS आनी शुरू हुई है लास्ट ईयर से, तो उसके बाद आपको काफी इंफॉर्मेशन AIS में मिल जाती है, बट अगेन देन यू नीड टू वेरीफाई इट विद योर रिकॉर्ड्स. क्योंकि ऐसा हो सकता है कि किसी ने गलत इंफॉर्मेशन फाइल कर दी, किसी इंस्टीट्यूशन ने ज्यादा कर दी या कम कर दी, दोनों में प्रॉब्लम है.
करेक्ट.
तो लोग उसको चेक नहीं करते.
करेक्ट. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इज, जो आप स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट करते हो उसकी जो रिपोर्ट आती है वो ईयर बिगिनिंग से ईयर एंड की आती है. एंड पॉसिबली आपने कोई शेयर ऐसा हो सकता है जो लास्ट ईयर बाय किया हो, उसकी इनकम आपको इस साल आई हो, या उसका लॉस इस साल आया हो, तो उसका इम्पैक्ट भी आपके इनकम पे उस हिसाब से पड़ेगा. बट वो कैलकुलेशन करना तो ठीक से पड़ेगा ना, अदरवाइज व्हाट विल हैव इज it will end up showing more tax liability, because it has happened with me last year. It was showing high, like very much higher liability on my part. Then I asked my CA to do proper check.
If you say shift between different brokers, that these things will be happening with you.
Correct. That is also an issue. So that's really important one, like really important for everybody who is in salaried or business side. They need to understand tax system. Whatever best way they possible for them, they should understand it and should prepare from the day one, not at the end of the year. If they start understanding and preparing their documents beginning of the year, it will be easy for them to follow.
Absolutely.
So that's really wonderful. Now moving on to you again. Are you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person while meeting people or large gatherings? And what is plus or minus of the same?
So I have been a very introvert person during my childhood, but a lot of things changed when I left my college and got into meeting with different people, when I got into the area of advertising and marketing. And over there I had to meet a lot of people, and then I slightly being opened up with the new people and all. So now I like meeting new people in different areas and different domains to learn from them, how they are doing the things, what good they are bringing in their life, what good they are bringing in the life of others.
Right.
And at the same time, I also feel that I'm still an introvert to some part of myself, that the things that I keep to myself only.
Right. So, but usually CAs are extroverted because they have to like meet and meet people often, and also they need to represent to some authorities as well time to time. So, work related, they are always extroverted. But in personal life, what I've seen is most of the CAs are introverted. Am I correct on this thing? My assumption to some extent.
I can say that.
Thank you. And moving on to the next one, if I talk about the kind of support you got in your journey, who were the people supported you the most?
So my family has supported me, always supported me in my different endeavors. Whenever I was, say, moving in different parts of my career, whether and even at the time of setting up my practice, and different people at different time have been influenced from. So there's not a very big list, but still there have been people at different parts of my life जिनको देख के लगा कि हाँ, I can learn something from them.
Right, because what we see around us inspire us. Really wonderful. On to it further, like how did you get your motivation and inspiration in life?
So I read a lot of things, and that helps me keep motivated. Moreover, say watching good documentaries, good shows keep me entertained as well as motivated.
Great. Reading is one of the best thing.
Yes.
So if I talk about success, what is your take on this?
Success is a very complex word, because there are very small successes in your life. So when you are, say, growing up, say passing an examination is a success.
Yes.
When you get into the professional world, say achieving certain kind of benchmarks is a success. Or say attaining certain wealth levels or financial levels is a success. But those levels also keep on changing with the times. So success is a never-ending journey, and you just have to keep improving yourself, keep striving for the better things in life, and just be yourself and do good in life.
Really important. And success to like different people have different meaning. Like you pointed out, examination is one aspect, and in examination there are different people of like opting for the same. And one person who is good in studies, for him or her, like succeeding in exam is normal thing. But a person who is struggling with studies, for him or her, that would be a great success.
Absolutely. ये सक्सेस आपकी आपकी जो कंपटीशन है, आपकी जो लड़ाई है, वो सबसे पहले आपसे है.
Correct.
तो आपको वो करना है जो अभी आप नहीं कर पा रहे हो. आपको अपने अंदर इम्प्रूवमेंट लानी है. You have to improve yourself. That is the first level of success.
Being better each day.
Being better each day.
So, moving on to the last one, any message, advice you would like to share with our viewers and listeners?
So I'll just say one thing, that I'm sure that you are doing great in your life, and you are achieving your own success in your own way. Just keep on doing that. Just keep on being motivated. Keep motivating yourself. Keep say joining new areas. Keep taking up new experiences. And at the end of the day, just give some time to the society also. Do good in your life. Do good for others also.
Correct. And one more tip from your experience in finance industry, like taxing or investing, anything.
So you must have your financial goals, and you must take actions related to them.
Correct. And that should be long term, short term.
It can be both long term and short term. Long term are very important, but even short term are important. अगर आपने 2 साल के बाद फीफा वर्ल्ड कप या 4 साल के बाद फीफा वर्ल्ड कप देखने जाना है, तो शॉर्ट टर्म है. लेकिन if you really want to do that, if you really want to have that in your life, that experience in your life, so you need to plan for that also financially as well.
Correct. Because that is also very costly. And life के जो important goals हैं, like marriage, education, child, तो उसके लिए भी आपको planning proper करना चाहिए. Buying a house, buying a car, anything.
बिल्कुल.
Really important part of life. And the things you have shared today are really wonderful, because we always miss out on many of the things related to taxing and finance. So really important for everybody to start it from the day one, and that will help. It was really amazing. You have shared amazing insights about this segment, finance and taxing. So thank you so very much, Abhishek. It was really enjoyable and wonderful conversation with you.
It is a pleasure to be on the show and talking to you. I'm really feeling very good after talking to you on so many issues, and I hope that whatever I've spoken about brings some good thing in life of others. Thank you.
Right. And I will also share social media links of yours so that people can be in touch with you, take your help and guidance in their decision making related to finance and taxation. So that will help them. Guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.